Hello there. Welcome
Hel-
back.
Hello, hello, hello. As
So we are
promised,
here
we're back
again.
in exactly a week with our episode
Yes,
4 of Vishay and Nidhi review stuff. How are you doing, Vishay?
I'm fine, thank you. But actually, not that fine as well. In fact, you know what? Before I start talking about, so basically, we want to review Dhurandhar.
Yes.
And before I make my comments, why don't you start like with your background and a few notes on the movie?
Okay, sure. So we're diving straight in. Yes, we are reviewing Dhurandhar today. Uh, Apparently, the second highest grossing Hindi movie ever in the history of Hindi cinema. So yeah, a quick background. I think most Indians would have heard of, at least Hindi-speaking Indians would have heard of Dhurandhar. It is written and directed and produced by a person called Aditya Dhar, whose work I haven't really seen much of. No, anyway, we'll come to that later. But it stars Ranveer Singh and a host of other big name actors who are in kind of smaller roles but are getting a lot of buzz. And in terms of what the story is about, in a nutshell, so Dhuranda is a story of a boy who loses his whole family in some violent incident that is not specified. But as luck would have it, he does instead find an amazing hair serum that gives him thick, luscious locks to rival Dimple Kapadia, a really good gym membership which focuses on upper body, and a tailor who specializes in bespoke Pathan suits, ideal for combat and cleavage reveal. And because there should be love in every story, he also meets a girl with equally gorgeous hair. And by the end of the movie, they're happily married. And I'm looking forward to seeing their two cute, well crowned babies in part two. Two or how many ever they decide to have. So that's Dhurandhar in a nutshell. Have I got it right? What do you say?
Yeah, yes, Nidhi, absolutely right. Yes, gym membership, hair serum. I should actually ask him.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean,
Dude,
it's
that guy's
uh,
hair was something else, Michelle. There was,
it just
he
kept
could hold
growing
it up.
longer
He
and
could,
longer as the
it
movie
kept going long.
progressed.
No, but
Huh?
that's good direction. That's continuity, right? You have to show passage of time. The hair is
Hello,
getting
how
longer.
is that good direction? You can't show a guy who's living in a tea stall and his hair is blow dried and
I think
shampooed.
that's very
It
elitist. Are you
should be
saying people
like
in tea
dirty
stalls
and
don't have
oily.
shampoos? Vishay, very
They
elitist.
look, everyone else looks like they haven't had a bath in like a month. Okay, except our friend here with his colored contact lenses. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's not direction. Okay, and wearing lenses and pausing and just looking at this camera is not expression acting.
Hmm. Okay, got
So
it.
as I think as everyone can guess by now that I hated it. And as usual, I think I hate everything these days. But I was, yeah, I mean, I really tried to like it because it was so hyped. And a lot of people that we know have seen it and raved about it. And now I'm actually, wondering if they should be our friends. Hmm. Nidhi?
Yeah. No, I did not hate it. I did not hate it. I was very disappointed. I I think it was a very okay movie, very run of the mill. I actually went in wanting to like it. Oh yes,
One sec.
yes, yes, please.
You were playing Scrabble in the middle of the movie. Okay.
That's my brain's fault. I can't do one thing at a time anymore. That's just social media and our phones having taken over. But yeah, no, yeah, there were dude, it's 4 hours long. There were parts that dragged like crazy.
Hello.
Yeah.
If every time an actor appears on screen, you go into slow motion,
Hmm.
okay, and if every time there's a car approaching or something happening, and then you like, we all are sitting there for like 2 minutes watching Sanjay Dutt's car travel across the
Oh my God,
desert.
scene.
I
No.
mean, That's how it's 4 hours. Otherwise, the movie could have been like an hour and a half.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I agree. That's what I'm saying. It's run of the mill. It's very like,
It's a masala movie. It's
but not even
complete
a good
masala.
slick masala, right? Like,
No,
it's
irritating
B
masala.
grade masala, which is fine. Like,
It's the masala that makes your heart
it's
burn.
just strange that it's become the movie that's kind of come and broken this box office, Hindi movie box office drought. People that we love and respect are like, loved it, loved it, loved it. The other day we heard of someone who's saying there are people who've gone back to see it. Like, oh my God, please join me in a Scrabble game instead if you have nothing else to do with your time. So, yeah. So, do you want to kind of get more into it, or should I also start with my tearing apart of the
You
movie?
start.
Okay, I'll
I'm
start.
just.
So, I mean, I think as we all know, more or less, we should know it's kind of a spy thriller. It's about this Indian spy who's placed very strategically in the Pakistani underground movement or whatever, like some gang in Karachi. It's a great premise. It could have been snappy. It could have been. I mean, I don't even expect it to be realistic. I don't. It's fine that he has his hair and he can do everything. He can drive cars and shoot guns and ride bikes and romance girls. And the girl that he's romancing is the daughter of a politician who is out one night at a nightclub in this teeny tiny dress. I'm sorry, this is not Miami. This is Karachi, where there's. I mean, the whole thing was too much, and then she and it's not even some underground, like I think you were saying. I can imagine if some bunch of kids find a farmhouse and convert it. Of course every city has it, however sort of strict they might be about people drinking and partying, but in this case this is like a killa. It's a fort converted into a proper nightclub with these strobe lights into the sky, and she has a fancy car, and she, because she can't drive it, and she has to walk home in her teeny tiny dress. Karachi roads are fabulous, clean, not another soul on the road. The whole thing, it's complete suspension of disbelief, which I would have been fine with had it been. I mean, no, it was too long. It was poorly directed. I'm sorry, it's poor direction. So many things where so many points that I can go into. There's one. So Ranveer Singh plays the protagonist, the so-called spy who's over there. And he's this tough guy. He's trained as a spy to not show any emotion. And at one point, he sees a 2611 attacks happening on screen. And he can't hold it together. I'm like, come on. Like, that's not the way to show it, right? In front of all his Pakistani comrades, he's not able to hold his emotions in. There were just too many things wrong. And I think what disappointed me the most was the hype around all these guest actors. I'm sorry, Akshay Khanna was not good. He wasn't. He had one acting style. He had this, I don't know if you remember the shy die look. Princess Diana used to walk around like that. He had that throughout the film. That was his acting. Sanjay Dutt should retire. He's got zero presence, zero acting skills. Arjun Rampal, God, go back to modeling. I don't know. No, nobody was impressive except I thought Ranveer Singh did a good job. Bedi did a good job, and I was very impressed with Sara Arjun, the girl who's the love interest. Other than that, the movie was a drag. I did not like it. Yes, Vishay, over to you.
I agree. I mean,
You had so much to say when we had just watched the movie. Can you please?
no, because that time I was so frustrated when we finished the movie. It was so, I mean, yeah, very disappointing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what people are liking these days. And maybe, Nidhi, we should reflect and see
Yes.
how is it that we don't like anything that others do. But it was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, nothing. It was so unrealistic. The fight scenes, the car chases, over the top. And then in between, you're trying to bring in this reality and tell us that, oh, suddenly show actual clips of terrorism. And
Yeah.
so, what was the agenda here? I really don't understand. And then, of course, there were, of course, some messages, propaganda in between, which was subtly placed. Uh, but yeah, I mean, very, very disappointing. Should not have been for 4 hours. But only thing is, Nidhi, I'll disagree with one point you made is that how is this guy who's can drive cars, shoot guns, and everything? Apparently, I think now in that part two, they're going to show his whole training.
Oh, it's a flashback, not a what happens next.
Actually,
Didn't
who
they say
knows?
end May? Didn't they write that next the revenge coming
Yeah, but
up?
they showed, right? They showed some clips of him with short hair.
Yeah, but that was to show how Madhavan, who plays the most most inept civil servant ever. Oh, what is he? What does he play? I
He
forget.
has no clue what's going
He's like
on.
Kandahar kidnapping, hijacking. Oh fuck, we should not have allowed this to happen. Parliament attack. Oh fuck, 26/11. Oh fuck. Like, dude, what are you doing? Nothing is working. You've not been able to prevent anything major. You've not been able to
Hmm.
capture any of the heavyweights who are responsible for all of this. So, but no, I thought that was anyway. That's the impression I got. In the end, they just in those few seconds, which is how the whole movie should have been. Tuck tuck tuck. They show that they caught this kid, some Punjabi fellow,
Yeah. No,
who
he says, no, Madhavan says the whole strategy is to take these
yeah.
prisoners who are there for the life
Oh,
sentences,
he's
and
a
then
prisoner.
I'm assuming that's what
Who cares, huh?
they said. He must have
And
been.
they train him into this like a born identity type of role.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
so can I also like just quickly touch upon like clearly Aditya Dhar has aspirations to be all these Hollywood directors, right? He has heavily inspired by Quentin Tarantino, I felt, in terms of
Mm.
the violence. Uh, I don't know
Which
why.
he
Am
couldn't
I
capture.
biased? Huh?
I, I said he couldn't successfully, carry out those violent scenes where you're not like
No, I was
it's too
saying like
much.
this in all
It was
movies.
it was almost like they've found this new way for prosthetics or special effects, and they've just gone overboard.
Hmm.
It was with the makeup, with the scene with like blades. It's like you know everything. Yeah, I mean, in the end, this body hitting uh, some kind of a board and the neck getting severed.
Mm-hmm. No,
Oh,
so
Akshay
that's what
Kumar
I mean.
bashing in a head in the marketplace.
Hmm.
You know, yeah.
That's what I mean by the
So
Quentin Tarantino is like I think in Kill Bill, for example, there are these very stark scenes of, white snow and someone being hacked. And I mean, I just vaguely, it's been a while since I watched that movie, but I felt like that's what he was going for. But that was so clearly stylized
yeah,
and
yeah.
completely unreal. Like, I don't know, it didn't work here. The other thing I also felt was oh shit, just one second. I'm gonna pause. In case anyone was wondering, we had to pause the podcast because lunch is here. Uh, Sunday afternoon
Mm,
calls for
now
biryani.
that you mentioned it, that's what I get paid for doing these podcasts.
Yeah.
One biryani.
You pay yourself. Uh,
Mm.
so what I was saying, so I remember this movie Goodfellas, directed by what's his name?
Hey,
No,
actually,
no,
I just
Mansi,
got a
what's his
thought.
name?
Sorry, Goodfellas.
Who's the director?
Martin
Martin
Scorsese.
Scorsese. Like his use of music in Goodfellas is so amazing, and I felt that this movie managed to hold my
You.
interest for 3.5, 4 hours because they use old existing songs so well. And the
Hmm.
violence is not just boring old violence, but it's a lot of these amazing old songs from this fabulous Kavali to the 80s song Hawa Hawa. And in fact, I really like the use of music that was smart. But the original music that was created for this movie, completely forgettable. You were saying.
No, you said Goodfellas. I was thinking of that movie Departed. That also is like,
Oh
anyways, that
yeah.
is, but that was a, yeah.
No, but even
Look,
in that, they have placed their man in,
mm,
yeah, it's a similar sort of
infiltration.
premise, yeah.
Mm,
But my God,
yeah,
what a movie. I feel like watching that movie now.
really.
Hmm.
I know. No, what I was saying is that maybe it would be interesting because last time we spoke about one battle after another, which we didn't like.
Mm.
This time we are bashing
Dhurandhar.
otherwise super hit blockbuster movie Dhurandhar. So maybe next time we should get someone who liked it
Hmm.
and give their point of view, and then we'll bash them.
It's not enough to bash some faceless, nameless director.
Yeah,
No, no, no.
no,
We
I'm
need.
thinking of calling one or two people who said it was a great movie.
You're very
Hmm.
angry.
I'm very angry.
Yeah.
And this time we spent even more by going to the theater.
We spent a lot. We spent on and that
Yes.
Rex bloody some I don't know those
Mm,
five-star seats and popcorn
mm,
cost so much and my God. Yeah, you're right. Parking was so expensive. No, not right.
mm.
Big way. And no, just I don't know. I
Well,
think
I mean, it was a
they're
pure
making a fool
masala
of us.
movie. Yeah. I mean, uh, I guess the premise was more patriotic and serious, and that's why they couldn't have. But, it could have been like, if you just look at it as a masala movie, it could have been a good, fun 2.5 hour masala
Yeah,
movie with some
yeah.
comedy, with some
Yeah, 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 yeah.
brainless, yeah,
Songs and whatever,
storyline
set
and
pieces. Yeah.
entertaining. Yeah. But then you know what you're in for, and you just, yeah, you come back, you come out, you're fine. But this
Yeah.
was like, yeah,
I agree, but I
utterly,
must
utterly
say
disappointing.
you made a reference, and actually, that I have to say, thought they was surprisingly sedate on this point, which is the nationalistic jingoism. Like I didn't
Mm.
think it was too in your face. It wasn't like
Yeah, yeah,
just
it
before the
wasn't.
start of this movie, we saw a
Yeah.
trailer for Border 2, which each dialogue was like "मेरी माँ की कसम." He tells his mother, "तुम सौतेली माँ हो, अब असली माँ ने बुलाया." God, who writes these lines? But at least this did not have any of that. I think there was one mild reference to the government, something, and I feel they were setting up base for to kind of
Mm.
this thing
Yeah,
demonetization
yeah, no, no. I
condone
mean,
it.
yeah, that wasn't there.
That was, I think,
Agree
really,
with
Vishay, we
you.
have a lot to be grateful for. It could have been every other.
Yeah,
Oh, by the way, you forgot
yeah,
that
yeah.
one, his diary.
Oh,
Hamza's diary. Hamza, no, his name was? What was his name?
what was that? Hamza, I really thought when he was handed over that small diary and something, it was like a code book where, he can code messages and send them directly to India, something like that.
No.
Little did I know that that diary is going to use invisible ink to write down three names that he meets every day. Rahman Dekat. He's looking at the name and then he scratches it out. What the hell was that?
I don't know. I don't know. And
I
that
mean,
invisible ink reminded me of. Did you ever do that when we were kids? You could make
yeah,
invisible light with, I think, any
lime.
citrus water and then put it on the lamp.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was in Famous Five, not India Pakistan
No, and what
espionage.
was the purpose of the diary? To jot down what his
I
personal
don't
thoughts?
know.
What was it?
Maybe for note keeping, if he dies, somebody finds his
Eh?
diary, they should know what he's been up to.
Wouldn't his partners get the diary first?
Yeah.
Or his wife, who acted well but
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
was
she's
shocking to
20 years
see
old. Or she was 19 in this movie. Like, she's really young. And this guy's like what? 100.
40.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Chalo, that's the par for the
In
course.
good shape.
He
Mm.
isn't. No, I must say, he was very good. I thought he did it.
Or,
He did his quiet,
mm,
smoldering spy thing very well. I don't know why you didn't like it.
mm. He was okay. He was fine.
Mm. No, but there was a
Yeah,
lot
he was
like
okay. No, I mean, actually, that
unnecessary.
way, Sanjay Dutt also was Sanjay Dutt only. He's
Vishay,
like the same acting that he's been doing for all of the movies. So
but he
I mean,
was
it
like
wasn't, no,
he was the
no,
most
Nidhi, see,
menacing, biggest villain. I mean, through the movie, they keep telling us SP Aslam, SP Aslam, SP, like he's this
so it was bad
monster.
casting.
Huh?
That's what I'm saying. It was bad casting.
Yeah,
because
because
you,
you need someone who can channel that menacing monster energy.
yeah. See, that's why these other actors, I don't know, like whatever we call Irfan, who's, yeah, he's no more there, right? But what about these other guys? I mean, there are many actors who
Like
could
the
have done a much
OTT,
better, yeah.
what's his name?
Like the character should have been of a, yeah, a police guy, not a superstar who himself, sitting in the center of a highway with a bazooka and shooting guns. I mean, really. So decide. Basically, what I'm saying is decide. Either try to make something realistic or just make a masala movie. That's
Mm.
it.
Yeah. And by the
Mm.
way, that amazing highway that they showed, like Karachi and its surrounding areas and Balochistan or whatever, seems to be just highly developed with great infrastructure. So my deep research has shown that it was part of it was shot in Thailand. This movie was shot.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah. Why did they have anyway? I don't know. Chalo, whatever they needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got permission, probably a tax break, and shot it there. So
No
Dhurandhar,
visa for
no,
Indians.
right? No visa. Ah, that's what it is. Got.
That's what it is.
Mm.
Yes,
But
that's what it
before
is.
we end this, I want to quickly ask
No,
you.
the only thing
Oh,
is, yeah, it is just. I mean, I'm a little curious to now learn a little bit about this whole. Yeah, I'm
Bollywood.
assuming it's public knowledge now that they're
Mm.
showing it on theater in theaters. So to actually see if there was this kind of operation, I mean, I'm really curious to learn more about that. So I think that's the only
Oh,
thing
the
that this
spy.
movie
Yeah,
has
I
done.
no. If you Google it, I mean, the
The
stuff
whole,
is
if there was an actual Dhurandhar operation plan or
something
uh,
similar. Mm.
something similar, assuming it's public knowledge,
Yeah.
which it should be if it's part of a movie script. Yeah.
No, they have said that it was based on some major's life, and that family even threatened to sue. I don't know. We'll have to do some more research on that. I think this movie has scarred us so much we've not bothered to sit and read much about it.
Really, man.
But no,
It was sad.
my question to you is: are you going to the theaters to watch part two?
Never,
Never. Okay, because
never, never.
I'm
No.
not even curious to know what's going to happen.
No, I'm not. Nothing. I don't
Like,
want to know what's
no,
happening.
there's no
No.
cliffhanger, nothing.
See, because in reality, we know nothing has happened.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
I don't want to see this sob story of his childhood and his training, and it's going to be like his one montage of his, from a scrawny boy turning into a buff man.
Hmm.
Mm.
Although I think it'll be more it I thought it said the revenge. Next chapter was a revenge. So it'll be more about how he avenges what happened in 2611. I think. I don't know. We'll see. Because as this movie ends, he's still part of the gang.
Yeah, but see, but
So now he
that's
has
what
to
I'm
come into
saying.
Indian soldier
That's my
mode
whole
and take
problem,
revenge.
right? Are we talking about true events, or are we just talking about fiction?
No, even fictional, in the fictional
Now, if
version.
his revenge was killing his wife or his wife's father or the politician or whatever, we don't even know if that's true.
Who cares? Why is it so important to you?
No, because that part of the story is what intrigued me, right? The whole actual operation that India has carried out in,
Mm.
say, developing or initiating some kind of an intelligence program. That is what interested me, and that's the reason why I even went to see this movie.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Acha,
So
I don't know why.
that I
Hmm.
can read up about. No, I don't need to watch bare-chested, clean-shaved uh, Ranveer.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes. I
Where
know.
in the
I'm just
town of
like
Lahiri is found time to gym and after that shave his chest or wax his
not
chest. I
just
don't
his
know what he
hair and
does.
his head, his
His
face.
hair, blow dry his hair.
Hmm.
Huh?
He
Yes.
really has
Living in a tea
enviable
stall.
hair, I have to say. Whoever's doing his
Mm.
hair extensions, please let us know.
Oh, their
Okay.
hair extensions, not his natural hair.
No one has hair like that. No one. Maybe
Well, I cannot
there's one Adivasi
talk
hair
on
oil
that
that was it.
subject.
Anyway. Okay, yeah. So Dhurandhar is a thumbs down from us. If you're one of the
Yes.
few Indians who hasn't seen it yet, because apparently I don't know how many tickets have been sold, please refrain. Maybe watch it on Netflix if at all, when it comes there. So, but yeah, in trying to give it,
You know what? I think, Nidhi, next time we should start reviewing this stuff when it's, just come out. Or because I think now everyone's seen the movie, so no one really cares what we have to say about it.
I've been asking you to watch it with me for so long. You finally agreed to take me last night.
Mm.
But you're right. Actually, I think unfortunately, I did not enjoy this movie also because it was too hyped. It's been months since it's been released, and everybody was like, "It's so good, it's so good, it's so good." And I have to say, the theater last night was full. Possibly,
Mm.
had I seen it, early on when I didn't know what to expect, didn't know exactly what the story is, and gotten to know all the trivia, maybe I would have enjoyed it more. But as things stand, I did not. Yeah, but yeah, to try and give our podcast a positive spin, anything that you do want to recommend that you watched recently that was good?
Hmm. Like movies or anything?
I mean, anything, TV show, whatever, podcast.
TV show. Actually, the last TV show I think I enjoyed was Slow Horses on Apple TV.
Mm,
Good, nice. I mean, spies and but not too serious. It was good fun.
yeah,
Mm, I can't think of anything else. Nothing else comes to mind.
mostly all disappointing. So
But I'm
I,
assuming that also most people would have already seen.
yeah, but I mean, there's so much to watch that if it's kind of slipped through the cracks, it might be worth watching.
The other one was, what was it? Drops of Gold.
My God, that's
If you all
really
enjoy
ancient.
drinking wine.
That's
No,
like
no.
pre-COVID. No?
Drops of Gold.
Just
Which
check.
one are you talking about?
That
The one
one
about
on
wine.
Apple only, yeah. Let me check.
I don't know how old it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
But if you like wine, you'll enjoy the movie. If you don't drink wine, you'll probably start drinking after this movie.
Is it a movie or a TV show?
No, it's a movie. It's a movie. It is, sorry, it could be a TV show. I see that I
Drops
should be
of
better
Gold or God?
prepared. God? It must be Drops of God.
Shit.
Yes.
Anyway, it's Drops of Gods. It's on Apple
Yes.
TV. It came out in 2023. Yeah, so it's ancient, but it's got very good reviews. Another show that I quite enjoyed, I have to say, if you talk about twisty thriller masala, which did what it again, promised to do, was All Her Fault. Did you watch it with me? Also on Geo Hotstar, about this lady whose son gets kidnapped. Okay. Really, it's
Mm.
a girl from that
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. From
from Succession.
Succession.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So good,
Yeah,
good,
nice, fast
fun,
moving,
twisty,
good.
lot of
Yeah.
plot holes, but then if you kind of oversee those, it moves fast. And
I mean, yeah, one
yeah,
masala.
yeah.
Good,
So I
good
would
masala.
recommend that.
Mm.
And yeah, I think that's it for our
Yeah, I
episode.
don't know if I finished the show though. I think I just saw one or two episodes with you.
This one.
Anyways,
No, and by the
mm.
way, speaking of gray act like
I
characters,
don't like watching shows where kids get kidnapped.
no, but I
Being
mean,
a father myself.
but if you want a father, you'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very humane of you. Uh, the actor in it, Sarah Snook is the mother. She's a lady from Succession. Her husband is played by this guy who was also in um that movie, that show, man, White Lotus. He was in the first series. He's this rich
Mm.
guy who's just married and his mother shows up at their honeymoon in Hawaii. Anyway, he was also in The Office as an intern.
Yes, yes,
He's
yes.
such
I
a good
remember him from
actor.
there.
Like he in the beginning of the
Yeah,
show,
yeah, yeah.
he's just and also if you see his arc across, I mean his sort of the way he portrays different characters across different shows, he can go from likable guy next door to just the most menacing evil character ever. And that is acting.
Mm.
Like, I'm sorry, Arjun Rampal could not bring any menacing whatever anything to himself. And sorry, it's making me forget my words, but no, the Dhurandhar was not happening. Very bad acting. No, no, no. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for
No,
us today.
what's actually annoying is there's so much talent available who could have
Yes.
played these roles amazingly well. They have to bloody get Arjun Rampal and put fake prosthetic teeth
No, I mean, if
or
all else
whatever.
fails,
Very
go to your
nonsense,
Jaideep
man.
Ahlawat, go to your Manoj Vajpayee or Pankaj, what's his name?
Yeah,
These guys are so good.
and
Uh,
there are so many more.
so
I mean,
many,
literally, you
so
pick
many.
up any OTT, I mean,
Yes.
Indian show from an OTT channel and you'll find talent.
Yeah, those two guys in Kohara. I mean, you're
Oh,
right.
what was that scene where he is punching a, I mean, he just has to show his body. So he starts punching a
Oh,
boxing
Arjun
bag in the
Rampal.
middle of Arjun Rampal, in the
Yes.
middle of his office.
It's written in his contract.
Uh,
Must
It's all
include
coming back
one
to me
scene.
now. It's
Yeah.
all coming back to me now.
Okay, Visha, I
Anyways, now
think
it's
you
time for
deserve
biryani.
some Nagarjuna biryani and
Yes.
to just cleanse yourself of Dhurandhar. But thank you so much for taking the time out to review this. Bye bye.